Hey there, y'all. Disney D Prince here today with another Rainbow High unboxing. Today, we have a video that I've been putting off for too long because I have had this since, I'm pretty sure, Black Friday of 2021. And I picked it up when it went down to, I think, $30 I picked this up at, if not $25. It was a deal. This normally retails at $50. It is a very cool car. It does color change. It is the color change car from Rainbow High. 8 colors in one. Which is kind of weird because I don't see 8 colors. So it must be counting a pulsing one and the blank. But it is kind of cool. It does seat 2 dolls, and it is very cool details, as you'll see. So we've got the front of the car, back of the car. It's got detailing on the hood. And it is just a really pretty car. Now, it's just got the car in there. There's no doll or anything like that. This came out around the same time as Series 2. It was one of the first Rainbow High things that came out with more of like a regular doll feel to it. Now, the color change did feel very gimmicky, so we're going to see how well this color change actually works. I don't know if you guys heard that big thump on camera, but there was a very large thump. And here it is directly out of the box. Nothing else in the box. We're going to take this tape off and take it out. So there she is in all of her glory. Our Rainbow High car. We do have a windshield right here. We have some instructions right here also. Lots of instructions, actually. And so this does take 3 AA batteries to do its color change. And I don't know if they're included. There might just be a pull tab that we have to use. Let's see. Nope. Okay. That's unfortunate. I'm pretty sure I have some AA's, but let's put this together first. Now, the windshield does just kind of like pop in, which I love. It doesn't have a rear view mirror, unfortunately. But just look at that. Even in all white, it looks good. Like, its wheels roll. Like, there are shock absorb. There are, like, brake pads in there. Like, that's awesome. Here is the back right there. Again, well done. None of this is stickers, which I love. Because the one thing that bugs me about all the Barbie cars is they are heavily stickered, and so they just don't look as good after a couple of years when those stickers start to peel off. Like, there's so much detail. Like, you can see the handwells. Like, look at that inside. There, you can see the gear shift, or you could if it was a different color other than black. You can kind of see it with the reflection right there. But let me grab the AA batteries that I'm pretty sure I have. Hopefully I have, otherwise I'm going to be a little sad. Because I'm not going out tonight to get batteries. So I do have one right here. Let's see. 2. Oh, hooey. Does not look like I'm going to have enough do, I gotta double check that I don't have any more batteries over here. Okay. Oh well. I only have 2 batteries, so I'm going to have to grab some at the store tomorrow. So I will pick this up in the morning. Back in just a bit, y'all. Okay, so I did find an extra one that was laying around, so let's take these batteries out. So our battery pack is over here. And I do have my handy dandy little screwdriver set. Toy collector's best friend. Which apparently is too small for this. Let's see if it works with the, there we go, it works with the flathead. Okay, and we've got our 3 batteries. We'll see if this has enough power to do it. One of these is a good battery, so it should be, or I know it's a good battery. The other 2 are kind of questionable. We'll see. Okay. All right. So we've got our batteries in there, and I'm actually going to turn off my ring light to show you guys how it looks, if it works. No. There we go. So there's the red. There's orange. There's yellow. Green. Blue. Purple. And then it is the fading color. And actually, it's not dark enough, so let me turn off my overhead light so you guys can really see how well that glows. Like, that is a good glow on that car, if I don't say so myself. But it does time out, as that just showed us. So it's very cool. So you can pick whichever color you want, or you can have it cycle through. I actually like it in the white because it's more of like a pearl white. So it's very much like a you would see this car out on the street kind of thing. But very cool. Let me put my my Avery in there. She's naked right now, but that's okay. I don't know if it goes in through the shoulder or if it goes in through the seat. I feel like it goes in through the seat, but it does not want to come out, so they may just slide up under them. Okay. There we go. And so she would sit in there just like that, ready to go, ready to roll out. And as you can see, there is plenty of room in there for another doll. It's not like with Barbie cars where it's technically seats 2, but they're bumping shoulders. These look like they're going to have more than enough room. So she does just come out like that. So very cool. car. Like, I really enjoy the way this car looks, because it does have a hyper realism that I've come to associate with Rainbow High, which is great, because it's perfect, you know? You turn on this, you let it go. I would probably switch over to blue, because it's my favorite. And even under the ring light, you can still see those lights. But if I turn this ring light off again, you really see how much it's glowing. And on camera, it looks very spotty, but here in person, this whole body lights up. As you guys saw in the when I turned off the overhead lighting, it does glow really well. So this is a very cool setup. Again, it just times out really quickly, which is a little unfortunate if you're trying to take pictures, but it's very cool. Now, would I have paid $50 for this? No. I wouldn't pay $50 for any doll car. But this, in my opinion, is a better car than the Barbie Extra car that we got. The one drawback from this that I wish it had to make it hyper-realistic is I wish that it had a trunk that could pop up to where you could put stuff in there. But this is really cool. So, if you guys are still on the fence about this, these are still available in stores. I think the price has gone down to $40 now, just as its normal selling price from what I've seen. But it's very cool. It does come in a really big box, because there's no real assembly. It's just you stick the windshield in, which is nice. And like I said, there's no stickers on here anywhere. Everything is printed and like dual molded plastics. Like, this is great in my opinion as far as the quality of it. So yeah, this is really cool. Like, I am here for it. Do I wish that it had like working headlights? That would be awesome if it had working headlights, especially since they already put light aspects in there. It would have been great if there had been just like an opening right here to where those bulbs shone out. But you do get a little bit of it up here, but just, I would have loved for that to have been like a really bright, like, put a bulb right there. But other than that, this is a really cool car, and it's worth it if you enjoy Rainbow High. Let me show you what it would look like with a Ken doll in there. Let me show you guys what I mean when I say that. I had to remove one of my Angel Ken's wings. Now, sometimes MGA cars do not work with Ken, and I will warn you guys about that now. Just because MGA tends to make their doll legs really narrow. And this is really kind of difficult to get in. Does this have an opening that you could pop this out, I wonder? No, it doesn't. Of course. Well, I don't safely feel that that is able to get in on that side, so I'll show you guys over here if he can fit. And not really capable, and this is a made-to-move Ken, so I'm able to actually like work him around because he's got ankle joints, and it still doesn't want to slide in. Which would be funny if there was. No, there's still a good chunk of space under there. The problem is there's not enough to really fit Ken in there. But because you see right here, from the seat to the wheels is very narrow, just based on the length of Rainbow High legs, I'm gonna guess we're not gonna be able to fit more dolls in there. I do wish they made their cars slightly larger to accommodate other doll types. Like, let's see, I have a couple of made to moves over here in just regular Barbie. So here's just a Barbie curvy. We're gonna try to slide her in. Okay, so we can fit Barbie in there. She fits in there, not super well. I did just kind of like go around her seatbelt a little bit, but she does fit in the car, unlike Ken. But again, be careful with those, just because you are going to just not have as much leg room to work with. But so this is kind of like the kitty cat convertible all over again. Very cool car, but not really accessible to other doll brands, which is unfortunate, but kind of the name of the game. But these are really cool. It's really good quality. If you're working with smaller than Barbie dolls, like your LOLs, or your OMGs, your Rainbow High, your Rainbow Junior High, your Shadow High that's coming out, these are going to work really well. Or just any shorter leg dolls are going to be great. Like, let's see, I've got a Skipper boy right here. Let's see if his feet will let him get in the car. Okay, yeah. See? Skipper's first ride. Bada boom. So, it'll work for a bunch of different dolls. Like, we've got a Monster High right here. Ignore how messed up she is right now. But, so, I mean, she'll fit in there. She's actually... Boom. Right in there. And yes, I am working on her hair currently because her hair is ratty. This is the doll I got in a secondhand lot. But yeah, there are a lot of doll brands that are going to fit in this car. Ken just happens to kind of not be one, and Barbie kind of just barely fits in there. I could maybe modify it if I took this bottom part off and cut out the back part of this that ends this wheel bay and just kind of leave it open. I don't know how well that would work, and I don't know if I really want to modify it because there's going to be electronics inside here when I open it up. But that is a way you could do it. I just take my Dremel and cut out the back, and then we can fit our dolls in there. So not a huge modification, but it would require me to take out all of these screws and pop the whole thing off like that, because this is going to be part of the not the shell of the car, which is going to be this part. So I actually don't know what's going to be under this hood. It could be solid plastic to where I wouldn't be able to mess with anything, but you know, I'm actually considering it right at this moment, but I don't know if I want to do it on camera. Which means, you know what? We're going to do it on camera. If I'm not sure about something, then I'm going to just do it anyway. Turn off that switch. Take off our little battery case. We're going to take our batteries out to avoid any active currents running through something. so we don't get electrocuted. Set all those off to the side. And then we are going to look and see. Yes, it looks like these are similar. I cannot tell with these. Okay. So what we're going to do is carefully remove the screws. These are what our screws look like in there. I'm going to set them in this little dish so I don't lose them. Okay. All right. Some of these are a little firm. These are put in with like electric screwdrivers usually. I do want to grab this one out. And there's always the chance that these are different sizes, but they are not, so we are good. And it looks like it's just 8 screws that are holding this together. But that does not mean we are not going to find more. Okay. Okay. All right, I'm gonna use my dominant hand to maybe make this go a little faster. And we're going to see exactly how this comes apart, which may be easily, which may be complicated. Did I not get this out all the way, I guess? Why are you not coming out? There it goes. Took a minute to come out on that one. But this is something that I was interested in to see how easy it would be to make this accessible to other doll brands. No, still nothing. There it comes out. And we got 2 more left. And then we are going to be able to see how much of this comes off with just these 8 screws. Hopefully it's the whole bottom comes off, because that's what we want. That was an easy screw. And the last one over here. To pop this off. This last screw is being a total Karen and does not want to go with the flow. There we go. Okay. So that's the last screw, so let's see what that did. Okay. So it does look like the whole part is going to come off, except for maybe this front part. Let's see. This might not come off in the front, which would be unfortunate. Okay. So there we go. So we've got it like this. So, like I said, there's where that ends, and we could just and here's all of our lights and our circuit boards, and this is how short the well is. So let me show you guys without having to mess with any of the other things that are in the way. Ken doesn't fit. So we would have to take this part off, which, looking at the underside of this, is not going to interfere with anything. So I might actually do that here in a few minutes. I'm not going to do that on camera, just because I'm going to have to figure out how these seatbelts come off to get it fully out. And that is not readily advertised. Let's see. Is it in the instructions how the seatbelt comes off? Let's see. It says that comes up, and these go out. Let's see. Where's the instructions in the language that I speak? Nope, it's not in that one. Contents, okay. Okay, so it just says buckle it with the seatbelt. It's not really helpful. Does it unhook from in there or no? Because it doesn't unhook from up here. Huh. That's not really helpful. I'm not loving that. I do like that it does come apart pretty easily and you can see everything. But I also need to have these be removable to actually fit dolls in there. But that's how it works. Again, 8 screws to take it out, to where if you want to modify it to fit other dolls, you can, because you'll have another half an inch to get into the axle right in there, which will fit all of your major dolls. So thanks for watching, y'all. If you enjoyed it, leave a comment. If it was helpful to you, give me a like. And as always, follow along for some more fun unboxings. Bye, y'all. Be good.